Drex, do you think that'd be true? Do you think the simps would simp harder now that she's married?
Yep.
I'd love to see like the channel analytics on her OnlyFans, pre-marriage versus post-marriage.
Well, because they know, because the thing, simps, Lex talked about this. When simps are aware that a female is in a relationship, what matters most to them is that they need to see what the other guy looks like. If it looks like a guy that's on their level, they're just going to keep simping.
Yeah. Oh, before we start, God damn it. Let's start the show 20 minutes later. But before we start the show, hey, let's give a shout out to, because I noticed a few people here have upped their Patreons recently to get into these live recordings. So shout out to you guys. Welcome. Hope this is what you miss. This is the content that you miss that I have to cut out because it's pre-show banter. And it's like, well, it doesn't really have anything to do with the episode. I love that Leximus is now, his profile is now just the drawing of him.
Yeah. Dude, that was such a great episode because it was the first big mix-up episode that we did with he and Miss Lex. And everyone loved that shit. Korean transracial.
All right, let me hit the intro here and we'll get going. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 31 of the Migtown podcast. Your only weekly source of entertainment better than watching two overweight rednecks fighting over a bitch with stretch marks.
That's grim.
Oh, as always, I'm producer Tim, and joining me is the mayor of Migtown, Drexel. Say hi.
Hello to everybody. Oh wait, do I have to hit the video button if we're showing something? Is that right?
What are you showing?
Well, when these things actually pop up, right? Like the actual videos. The football is gay.
I'll just cut them in.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to show people like you'd have to hit the screen button if it was something on your computer, but then you won't be able to see what you're doing. So that's why you need two screens.
Oh,
because it'll screen cap what you're looking at, but
yeah, you need a second screen to.
Yeah, because you have only one screen, it'll screen cap the Discord chat, and so it'll just be an infinite loop.
Oh, I see. That's terrible.
Well, I mean, that's how screen capture works. That's why you need the second monitor. But like I said, they're so... Just get one dirt cheap on fucking Kijiji or... What? Craigslist? You guys still use Craigslist? Is that a thing?
I think it still exists. Sort of.
Yeah. eBay. Like, it doesn't need to be special. It just needs to be an HD monitor. Don't get a square one, because that will piss me off so much.
A square one?
Yeah, they're like the square resolution by 4:3, as opposed to the widescreen.
Oh,
which is
16:9.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought everybody was 16:9. I didn't know they had the square ones anymore. That's news to me.
Well, I mean, if it's on Craig's, though, it might be. But, anyway. God damn it. It's a show of distractions today.
I know, right?
But, Drex, what did you bring in today?
Well, today I decided that leading into 4th of July, which in America is Independence Day, they talk about Americans defeating the British. I want to talk about us losing the war to Clown World, which is what we live in, right? A gynocentric hellhole that is so far removed from anything that is holy or divine or righteous. And I just want to take the time to really let you guys in on something. It's time to have a sense of humor about this. Like, rather than having it be like doom and gloom, this is just one of those, like, just look at this shit kind of shows. I want us to have some fun, man. And there's been lots of ammo put into this insanity gun that people have given us. And we're going to kick things right off with a fucktard named Ollie London. I don't know if you guys have heard this story. There is a guy in London. Wait, hold on. I can't say guy. They go by they, them pronouns, right? Claim that they are transracial. after surgery to get quote unquote Korean eyes. And this is over from Newsweek by Ryan Smith. This is posted just yesterday, June 29th. British-born white influencer Ollie London has doubled down on their assertion. Notice that they actually use these pronouns. They doubled down on their assertion that they're quote-unquote transracial after declaring they now identify as Korean. London, who identifies as non-binary, has faced backlash on social media over the past several days after saying on YouTube that they had transitioned, quote-unquote, races and cultures after surgery to resemble their K-pop idol, Jimin, I hope I'm saying that right, of BTS. And in a video uploaded to Twitter on Monday, London showed off their surgically enhanced, quote-unquote, Korean eyes while speaking more about their identity. Now, finally, I feel Korean, said London. I identify with the Korean community. Maybe they will accept me more now because I have the look. Maybe people will think I'm actually Korean, which would make me really happy. They can see how much I love their culture because this is the extreme length I've gone to because I love Korea so much. Now, we got to take a break. Hold on. Let me get this straight. For those of you who don't understand leftist ideology with, as TFM says, words are magic spells, right? To women and to the left. What's going to end up happening if people keep on this crazy train is, and you've already heard about this, right, Tim? Was it like transageist or something? Transageism, something? You've heard about that, yep. Right? So what's going to happen is that this is yet another play for pedophilic behavior. So you're going to have people say, well, hold on now. I know I look 56 and it says I'm 56 on my birth certificate and on my driver's license, but I identify as 11. So when I had relations with a 12-year-old, it was perfectly okay. See, Tim, this is why you got to have a sense of humor about this shit, man. You just got to throw your hands up and go, you know what? Slay, king, queen, they, them.
Yeah, what would you call a they, them in royalty?
Yeah. Do we say slay court, right? You hold court? The king, the
jester.
Queen, that's the court.
The correct answer is jester.
Yeah, slay jester. Like, Tim, these fuckers are useless. They are cannon fodder. And so the thing of me is that when we look at people like this Ollie character, right? On the surface, we're like, this person's crazy. But at the same time, bro, they're just another reflection of what we have to deal with every day in clown world. Tim, everybody, embrace this. Embrace every ounce of this lunacy and degeneracy, right? Because if I ask you, Tim, for $1 million question, Tim, do you believe any of this is going to stop anytime soon?
Nope.
Do you think there's even a prayer of this stopping, or do you think it's going to get crazier? Do you think it's going to get better or worse?
I don't know. It's like the optometrist, when they used to like flip the glasses, and it's like better or worse. I'm like, yeah. I don't know.
Hey, you know what's better? They would always give you a number, right? They go like this: 3 and 4, 4. Okay, 5 and 6. Blink, blink, blink. You want me to show it again? Yeah. Okay, 5. And then they flip they flip it and they go 6. And you just kind of stare at them. You're like, I don't know.
That's the correct answer to your question.
This is the level we've gotten to. Tim, how can you not embrace this lunacy, right? You can go ahead and lead in with the story that you told us about of what you saw today. This is peak clown world. Let them know, man. Let these people know this shit.
Well, I mean, I just happened to be downtown today. I saw the whitest, richest, like daddy's girl, spoiled brat you've ever seen in your life. It's just this white girl in the middle of a goddamn meltdown, slapping her boyfriend, who some skinny beanpole black guy, who, by the way, had exercised the most restraint, because he knows, right, Drex? He lays a hand on her, game over.
It's over.
But meanwhile, she's just like, she's hammer fisting him and slapping him in the back of the head, pulling his hair and everything. Anyways, they're fighting over, she's trying to get car keys off of him. That's what they're fighting over. The car, I notice, is haphazardly parked in front of a fire hydrant. So I was like, huh, okay, that's something's going down here. Anyways, he says no to her, so she like screams and tries to run in front of a car on like a downtown avenue.
Was this Miss Lore?
No. It was not Miss Lore. I don't know what she was thinking, but I guess she timed it wrong and ended up like running, basically like bumping into the side of a moving car as it was going, like as it was kind of rolling slowly. And then the next car in line, she just kind of like stood in front of it with her arms out. And the next car just kind of stopped and honked at her, and then she got out of the street. I was like, what the fuck was that? Anyways, they ended up like walking around the corner, and I had stuff to do, so I didn't follow them, but...
That's unfortunate.
And Drex, you can't call someone to like deal with her, because as soon as you say there's a domestic going down, they're just going to go arrest the guy.
I like how you said they're going to arrest the guy, and you're 2,000% correct, because as we know, women aren't held accountable, especially white women. And
this woman has never had a bad day in her life. You can tell she's never had adversity 1 minute. The car they were fighting over, Drex, was a brand new Dodge Charger.
Of course it was. Now, here's the thing. Do you ever wake up some days and go, man, I wonder what it would be like to be a white woman? Because even if I'm in charge or at least involved with a sex cult, like, what's her name, Allison Mack, and you were doing hideous things to people and branding girls and trafficking, you get 3 years, right? That's the worst that can happen to a white female is 3 years. And we all know she's going to get good behavior and get out. It's going to be a nice jailing. It's like, it's beautiful. And it's like, man, imagine that. Like, white women have it so hard that turbo thots and cum guzzlers like Brie Olson, Riley Reid, and Lana Rhodes have to cry on social media about how hard things are. You know the beauty of it? They're all going to find a simp. Brie Olson has not found her simp yet. She's trying to be a nurse, and that obviously didn't work out because she got rejected, right? So years of taking schlong over 200 plus film credits, it didn't work out for her. Riley Reid is getting married, as I've stated before. This is peak clown world. Is that dudes are willing to wife up chicks on tushy.com, blacked.com, blackraw.com.
Gaggers. Shout out to Duke.
Shout out to our man Duke. Look, man, don't worry. Gigi's going to be in the house soon.
You keep saying that. You keep saying that.
He's coming. He had to get a new studio. When his new studio is done and he's settled in, we'll definitely get Gigi on the show, because he will have more stories about what we're talking about today, which is finding the humor in these things. Find the humor in clown world. Dude, Lana Rhodes wants all of her videos of her thot past removed because she got pregnant. Now, Tim, does she even know who the father is? I hope. But the kid doesn't have a chance. You know it. I know it, right? And
there's always the military.
Yeah, right? Well, here's the beauty of all this. This is what I want to let you guys know, that we're in peak clown world. There was a time when this would never happen, right? There's just no way. It would never happen. That guys would never stoop this low because they had more self-respect. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that here we are in this sort of pandemic that doesn't really exist world, where we have turbo cucks like iDubbz, right? And if you guys have ever seen this bitch made simp beta cuck mangina's face, you should know, okay? He posts a picture that says, "We eloped yesterday, and now thanks to Elvis and the state of Nevada, we are officially married." You know, Tim, when it comes to marriage, as you know, I am a strong proponent against marriage. And when we get people like iCucks, this Annie has pictures where you see them, posting all kinds of poses and all that. And one of them, she's bent over, ass naked. We're at this point where this girl's story basically goes, she was, she's on Twitch, right? Streaming, finds a simp in iCucks, right? Mr. iDubbz. And I got guys telling me that she was all over, I believe it was TikTok, right? Saying that she was raped multiple times. Of course, there's no police report of any of these things, right? Because it never happened. And then all of a sudden, she gets famous for dating him. She was able to segue that. She was able to turn that investment into a simp wedding. And the beauty of people like iDubbz is that they reflect this grander culture of clown world. Because the fact that guys are willing to marry OnlyFans thots, porn stars, career prostitutes, and smile about it and tell you that you're a bad guy, like that video of the dude who says, you know, it's not okay to call me a cuck. He had a British accent, and this dude was bitch made, right? And here we are sitting here listening to dudes who are bitch made like this. And I didn't tell you, Tim, but I happened to stumble upon something that disturbed me. And do you know what disturbed me, Tim? The goddamn BET Awards 2021. If you guys want to know just how far black people, black Americans, have fallen, all you need to do is watch a replay of this sorry shit. I'm sitting there looking, Tim, you ever look at something and like you're not trying to pay attention, but what you're seeing is so ratchet that you just kind of go, you know, I want to look away, but this train wreck just keeps it has this gravitational pull, right? The fuck shit I saw on this BET Awards was God tier, right? And we can start with Lil Nas X, right? I'll start there because this is what the black community is promoting. You know, showing up on a red carpet in a damn dress that like is flowing and opens up. Just look up Lil Nas X BET Awards. The image will pop up for those of you who are listening to this, right? And I want you to just look at that. He's over here kissing his dancers on stage, and that's okay, right? Whatever, right? Whatever. And that's not the worst. Someone goes, well, Drex, what is it that made you so repulsed? Was it Maxine Waters' ass there? No. Although that helped or hurt, whichever way you want to look at it, as we sit in clown world. Do you know what song, Tim? I'm going to give you a quick quiz question. Do you know what song won Video of the Year at the 2021 BET Awards? Yeah, where the hell is Jeopardy music? Go ahead, Tim. Tell me what song won.
Ken Jennings, get in here.
What do you think, Tim? What do you think won?
Oh, no, I don't listen to, does it, Drex, do I sound like I listen to black people music?
You don't need to. You know it won. Deep down, you know. What was the biggest song last year? What was the most ratchet song all last year? I'll give you a hint. Ben Shapiro.
It was WAP.
Yes. WAP won, Tim.
Wait, why does WAP make you think of Ben Shapiro?
Because there's a video where someone edited Ben Shapiro and he goes over the lyrics of WAP. And he's like, so instead of saying the actual word, he says P word, right? He goes, this is some wet ass P word. And someone turned it into an actual rap video. It's hilarious. Yeah, you got to find that. Someone's got to post that shit in the damn Discord, man. Thanks. So I want you guys to think about this. A song called WAP won Video of the Year. This is what is being celebrated, right? That's being celebrated. We got girls twerking out here because that's all black women are doing now. These German shepherds don't know how to do anything else other than twerk and say that they're oppressed, right? And this is what they've done with their freedom, right? I want to be free. I want my rights. And what do they do with it? They just go out and start twerking and anytime, anywhere. And just when I thought I had seen enough fuck shit for a day, Tim, you know what I saw? A very visibly pregnant, ratchet ass Cardi B on stage, pregnant. Stomach all out. I ain't trying to see this shit. Like what? Tim, how can you not laugh at this? How can anyone not have a sense of humor when they just go, you just throw your hands up and go, this is where we're at. I want you guys to embrace clown world and just go, yeah, slay queen. And you know what, Cardi B, you are slaying. And you know who else was slaying? This is some funny shit right here. There is an actress that's been around for a good while named Taraji P. Henson. She's been made famous on a lot of things. She had her big break in Baby Boy way back in the day with Tyrese. She said, and I quote, "Our black men." I just can't, because I know it's full of shit, right? So she's saying, for our black men, we love all y'all, right? We want all y'all. We want all y'all back because we love you. We see you kings, and most importantly, we need you. Now, Tim. Now, audience, everybody listening, let me ask you guys. Drex, how do I know we're in clown world? Hey, Tim, what is the one ethnic group that is known for saying, "I don't need no man," right? Because they're strong and independent. What is, if, of all the ethnic groups who speak in double negatives, who's known to speak in double negatives? German Shepherds. Black American women speak in double negatives. Ebonics. Constant double negatives, right? I ain't got no. That's who says that shit the most. So,
I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
Who don't need no man. We've been hearing that shit for decades, right? So
look, I think they even do quadruple negatives.
Yeah, but look, the German Shepherds don't have any actual grammatical skills, okay? Forgive them. Lord, forgive them. So here we got German Shepherds who have been running their mouth all this time after saying that the whole thing was all about the woman, right? That's all you heard. Ladies, oh, my ladies, my black women, and then black men, we need you. Yeah, see, now they're trying to say protect black women. Dude, we're in clown world, you guys. We're in full blown clown world, right? Full blown. Okay. So don't be mad at clown world, right? Just keep embracing it. And I know what you guys are thinking, but Drex, look, man, BT. It's a prepared award show, you know. I mean, come on, man, Drex. You know, they do songs and dance, and you may not like it, but you know, it is what it is, right? Oh no, Tim. Oh no. See, I got something for you guys to let you know how bad clown world has gotten. And this story comes from June 24th. Affidavit. This is on the WMC5 Action News website. Shooting at Burger King. I can't make this shit up. I want you guys to brace yourselves in for this story. Altercation over spicy chicken sandwich leads to shooting at Memphis Burger King. The story goes, police arrested 2 people accused of firing shots at a Memphis Burger King after a fight about a spicy chicken sandwich. According to a police affidavit released overnight, Tavares McKinney and Kiana Halliburton got into an altercation with employees at the Burger King on North Hollywood and Fraser earlier this month. Police say the 2 left the restaurant. Okay, you know, cooler heads prevail. But this is an episode about clown world, so brace yourselves. And they returned minutes later, firing multiple shots from the road into the parking lot. 2 people were struck by the bullets. McKinney and Halliburton are scheduled to appear in court Thursday. They face several charges, including attempted first-degree murder. Now, I hope they get every page of the book slapped on their ugly, ratchet, degenerate asses, right? Because here's why. Clown world applies mostly to those who actively are pursuing to be a sacrificial lamb, right? You're like, oh man, I see everybody getting ratchet. Let me do something even more ratchet, even dumber than what everybody else is doing, right? And that's how you wind up when you hear these stories like Plexico Burr's serving time for shooting himself. Tim, could you imagine serving time in jail and somebody goes, yo man, what are you in for? Yeah, man, I shot myself. What? See, this is clown war. Dude, we've been getting here for years, you guys. There's people out there saying, Drex, I just think this shit happened overnight. Oh, no. No, this did not happen overnight. This has been happening, folks. Okay? And I'm going to put a video up that shows the Twerk school. And there are people who didn't know how bad twerk school is. They said, Drex, this ratchet behavior is just resigned and reserved for German shepherds, right? Oh no. Oh no, this ratchetness is universal. This clown world is universal. Tim, there was a time, I don't know if you remember this, it was early 2000s. They were teaching pole dancing classes at athletic clubs. Do you remember that?
Yeah, vaguely, a long time
vaguely,
ago.
Right? Like it's like a distant memory because it was so ratchet, right? Like it was in your mind. You're like, wait a minute, what are those girls doing? Oh, wait, what class are they teaching? And then you realize
it's one of those things, right? It's one of those things you see it, and it's the article right under. Oh, Lindsay Lohan is back in rehab, and you're just like, no, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Who reads this stuff?
Yeah.
Right?
This is what they wanted with their freedom, right? Do you remember when they said we don't want to be objectified? So women don't want to be objectified. And what is the video that you're looking at? You're looking at a video of a bunch of broads twerking. That's it. An entire room of women of all ages, a few shapes, a few sizes, different colors. This ratchetness, this clown world is universal. You can't make this shit up. See, now, Tim, you remember when they always said that men were oppressing them and that guys were doing all these things to them that they didn't want to do. And then now they're so free. And yet, let me ask you something, Tim. Where's all the guys in that room making those girls twerk? Do you see any? Nope. Where are they at? What happened? I thought guys were so oppressive. I thought we were so abusive and we were so evil and all. Oh, so given the option, you will wear less clothing. Given the option, you will wear more revealing clothing. Given the option, you'll go get ran through. Given the option, you'll go in a room with 50 other women and just sit there and just shake your ass in twerk classes, right? Then you will turn around and say, "Stop objectifying me." And then Me Too somebody later that night, right? So we are getting into this point, man, where this clown world is getting so out of control with all the double and triple standards and nobody knows what the fuck is going on anymore. And we got complete fuck shit like female dating strategies, right? These twerking hoes that we see right here, right? These chicks, when they flip, they wind up on FDS, right? And if you guys need some comedy in clown world, please, I beg of you to go to female dating strategy on Reddit. You will not find a more wretched hive of scum and thottery, okay? And this broad post, the first prostitute ever, was so damn powerful. She was just like, this pussy ain't free. And of course, as always, there's a German shepherd who has to respond. Black diaspora. Or she was prostituted against her will because the entire sex industry was started by men. Stop romanticizing female slavery. Hold up. Let's take a breather real quick, ladies and gentlemen, and trans people, and attack helicopters. Let's take a quick break. Let me get this straight. So you're saying men created the sex industry. Hey, Tim, remind me, who dictates sex, men or women?
Women.
So if women...
Wait. Dictates like when it happens or during?
All of it. All of it is dictated by women. Women are the gatekeepers.
Women determine when it happens, but then they just starfish on the bed.
Nah, you gotta get a freak. I'm not gonna let. No. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest. If anything, it's these dudes who aren't holding up their end of the bargain, man. I gotta give the ladies some credit. Most of these guys, as I said, average sexual encounter is 3 to 7 minutes. These dudes are busting nuts quicker than they can even, drive over. Okay, if it takes longer to get to the girl's house.
Yeah, they bust us faster than I can warm up a fucking Hot Pocket.
That doesn't, dude. Look, Tim, I'm telling no lies. That if I were to take a survey of women, I say, hey, ladies, I want you to put a timer on for the time that the sexual encounter starts. I can guarantee you the average sexual encounter with these modern dudes, right? I'm talking about modern bitch-made simps. it took longer for the guy or the girl to arrive at that destination, that residence or that hotel room, than the actual sexual encounter. That's how bad it is. So women have always been the gatekeeper. Now, there's guys out there that are fucking up, that aren't blowing backs out. Shout out to my girl J Love, who actually just had this conversation with me earlier today. And to show that we're in peak clown world, you hear guys talk about these girls are playing games, man. They ain't. Next thing you know, a girl says, "Yay, look, here's the deal. I need you to come over here and blow my back out." Oh, what's that about? Why is it gotta be like, what the fuck? What, Tim? Where did these bitch-made dudes come from? How do you say no? Like, you like I said, these guys are so bitch-made. They're acting like females. They're doing the same thing women do, right? They'll complain about something, and then whenever that something is presented right in front of them that fixes the problem, they complain again, right? These girls are playing games. The girl walks right up to you. Yo, let's do this. I want to cuddle. Wait, what? These dudes. But to segue into sex and the nature of sex, I got some bad news for you guys in clown world. We have a story that's a little bit disturbing. I'm not going to lie to you, man. It's when someone says, Drex, how bad is clown world? Mama Vic couldn't even finish it. She said that she got through 2 paragraphs and that was all she could handle. So you guys are probably wondering, well, damn, what is it that she was sent? The name of this article this is from Post Anything. Yes, Kink belongs at Pride, and I want my kids to see it. That's the header, right? It says children need to know that they can make their own ways in the world. And you're thinking, wait a minute, this sounds suspicious. By Lauren Rowello. That's a name right there. And she lives in the Philadelphia area. This is her thing. Our family often took the train into Philadelphia, but as we rode across the bridge to attend the city's Pride Parade 5 years ago, my wife's leg bounced with a nervous jitter. She squeezed my hand, worried that she might run into a colleague or be harassed by a stranger. My wife is trans and wasn't out at the time, so she typically only expressed her authenticity in the privacy of our home. That morning, she wore a green skirt and light makeup, brushing her hair all to one side. Even though we attended pride marches and protests in previous years, that day was our first celebrating openly as a family. When our children, yes, these people have children, when our children grew tired of marching, we plopped onto a nearby curb. Just as we got settled, our elementary schooler pointed in the direction of oncoming floats, raising an eyebrow at a bare-chested man in dark sunglasses whose black suspenders clipped into a leather thong. The man paused to be spanked playfully by a partner with a flog. "What are they doing?" my curious kid asked as our toddler cheered them on. The pair was the first of a few dozen kinksters who danced down the street, laughing together as they twirled their whips and batons, some leading companions by leashes. At the time, my children were too young to understand the nuance of the situation, but I told them the truth. That these folks were members of our community celebrating who they are and what they like to do. The kink community has participated in Pride since its inception, risking their jobs and safety to be authentically themselves in public. Still, every year as Pride Month approaches, a debate erupts about whether kink belongs at Pride at all. Those hoping to oust kinksters often cite the presence of children as their top concern. That was pointedly the case this year when Twitter users argued that kink at Pride is a highly sexualized experience that children should be shielded from. Thousands of users supported these posts, claiming that kink at Pride crosses a line because minors also attend events. I agree that Pride should be a welcoming space for children and teens, but policing how others show up doesn't protect or uplift young people. Instead, homogenizing self-expression at Pride will do more harm to our children than good. When my own children caught glimpses of kink culture, they got to see that the queer community encompasses so many more non-traditional ways of being, living, and loving. Right? Now, this thing goes on and on and on. I'm not going to finish it because you guys know where this goes. Let me give you a spoiler. She wants the kids involved in the kink to be fully exposed, and she wants that encouraged. Now, we all know where this is going, Tim. It's going to end at Epstein's still not defunct pedo island. That's where that's going to lead. So once again, guys, have a sense of humor. This is the world people wanted, right? This is the clown world that we get. Okay. And these women are given full custody all day, every day in the family court. If they do something like what Tim just described earlier, putting hands on a man, they do not face any consequences of any kind whatsoever, like that Central Park Karen who lied on that black man about, oh, he's trying to kill me. Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was just bird watching. Stop. See? So this is the clown world that we've gotten to. And all of these people were always wearing masks. You understand? They were wearing masks. So when we see these masks start to slip, or God forbid, they get taken off completely, the real person emerges. And what you see is not what you would expect. Now, of course, if you're red pill like us or black pill, you do expect what you see, which is pure, unadulterated, demonic, fucking degenerate evil, right? Now, don't be mad at this evil. Embrace this evil, because this is what's being propped up each and every day. And we need to understand what clown world is. Don't fight it. Let it collapse onto itself, because there is sorcery at work here. And I have this video of this girl who might be a strong 2, turn herself into a strong 7, maybe 8, depending on what your tastes are. And as you look at this girl mocking men and putting on this makeup, putting on a whole new mask, these people are unrelenting with what they do. You understand? They're going to keep doing this. You know, these masks, Tim, people don't understand. They think that this shit is a joke, right? They think like, well, Drex, I mean, hey, what's the worst that could happen? You know, Tim, we did that episode about drag queen readers at children's schools, right? The judges and all that. And do you remember the name of that little foundation?
The Cream City Foundation.
Yeah, because they do it in broad daylight. See, these sickos do this in broad daylight. So, guys, laugh at it. There's no stopping it now. You can't stop it. This is what people wanted. And if you never spoke out against this, then you, in your silence, you were condoning to this, right? You were saying, yes, please, we want more. We want more kink at pride parades for children to indulge in, right?
It's always the children. You always got to get to the children. Because here's the thing, Drexel. You can't convert the people who show up there and are like, oh, yay, pride. They're already converted. And you're not going to convert anyone who's not there. Right?
Yep.
But you can convert the children.
Absolutely.
See, if you go after the children, you can force the parents to convert. Control the kids, control the world.
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, they're not going to go after the aging block, the aging demographic of people who are going to die off and do X, Y, and Z. That's not who they want, right? That's not who they want. But if we can get to these kids and manipulate and indoctrinate and control them, you'll control the world. Because like you said, Tim, you look at older people don't have the fight in them, right? They aren't outside, marching like that. You don't see old people out there doing all that, right? They don't have the fight has been beaten out of them, or it aged out of them, right? It's that simple. And you see how much they've indoctrinated people. We have our loyal fans here that send me great material. There was a post that someone put up there, right?
Well, hang on.
Depravity.
I want to interject just 1 second.
What's
I
that?
looked up this Lauren Rowell person. There's another article here. How to come out as trans to your children. Mm-hmm. And she has a line that says, well, you can explain it like this. Your dad is more of a Wonder Woman than a Superman.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
But go on.
Tim, I got to a point where I just went like this. I did this a long time ago, right? I just threw my hands up and went, you know what? It is what it is. I can't help but laugh. I can point it out and just laugh. I can point out when someone makes a post that says, if lesbians can control themselves when girls are wearing revealing clothes, but guys can't, maybe the problem is not the clothes. And it's a guy saying that, Tim. It's not a female saying it. It's a dude. Indoctrinated. And he looks exactly the way you expect him to look. Low to no testosterone. Bitch made. He has that soy boy look. You got a guy who sits there and says, the patriarchy continues to sicken me in new ways daily. Hashtag believe women. Hashtag free Britney. You're like, well, what the hell is he responding to? He's responding to a woman who said we live in a world where Britney Spears has people controlling her uterus, but Bill Cosby is free. Got it. Tim, it is so far over. Clown World is so far complete that we have a once very popular institution known as the National Football League bringing out the latest and greatest fuck shit. The football is gay commercial. If you guys haven't seen this ad, I want you to turn your attention right. Watch this bullshit. Football is gay? They're trying to take something that is a part of sports, the whole butt slap thing, which is just a big, hey, bro, good job, and turn it into something else and trying to get this whole, we got the little rainbow coalition agenda there. That's what football is? Tim, there was a time when you asked women about football, you know what they would say? Oh, that's where the masculine tough guys are, right? They're basically modern day gladiators, right? We went from that to football is gay. If you guys don't have a sense of humor about all of this nonsense, you're insane.
Didn't it used to be offensive to say stuff like that? Like if you were sitting around and you were watching a shitty football game, like there was no action going on and the fucking quarterback was flinging passes into the stratosphere. And you're like, man, this game is gay. Well, didn't that used to be offensive?
Yeah, that used to be a word that people would use. But you know what, man? We had so many words that were used that are now kind of taken out of the lexicon and just the general vernacular of so many people. And there were fun times, man. I want you guys to understand. Long before Clown World had gone completely off the rails, we used to have fun. We used to rib each other. We used to sit there and watch. Tim, do you remember the last time you were able to watch comedy? And take in comedy, whether it be from a stand-up comedian, whether it be from just hanging out with your friends, cracking jokes. Even like you said, when you say, "Oh man, that's gay," man, you can just say things, and people it was at face value. There was no hidden agenda. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was about having fun, having a sense of humor. Comedy has gotten safe now. It's gotten homogenized. Embrace it. This is what you guys wanted.
Nowadays, I can still do that with my friends because a lot of them are red-pilled as fuck. Some of them actually listen to the show, which is
no shit.
Shout out to you guys. You know who you are.
Oh, awesome. That's great. Well, Tim, I think the thing is that we look at Clown World through a red pill lens, and you're seeing more and more guys just throw up their hands, right? Like RPM, shout out to our man RPM. He did a video about a guy who witnessed a woman being chased down and kidnapped and drug into a car, right? And the man did nothing. He had his white night cape. Maybe it was in the back seat. Maybe it was underneath his clothes. But he kept that shit tucked in like a king. And that's the kind of story I like to hear. I don't want anyone white knighting out there. Not a single soul. When you hear these girls talk about their black girl magic, you let them show that magic when they get kidnapped. You let them show that magic when somebody decides to go ahead and give them an 8-piece.
Do not get involved. We did this, but way back in episode 1, there was this fucking simp that wanted to step in a fight, and he took a bullet for it.
Yeah.
And she went home with him.
She still went home with the bad boy, right? Still went home with him. And this is clown world. Like, Tim, you have to laugh at this. Like, you can't be mad at it. You can't be sad at it. Just laugh at the fact that every time you turn around, all you see is just the worst of society. And the worst of society is Sharon Stone sending thirst traps, right? 63-year-old Sharon Stone. Nobody wants to hear old ass, right? We got Martha Stewart sending out thirst traps, Halle Berry. Social media has helped ruin what little dignity some of these old, used up, fucking weather-beaten trollops had. Shout out to Line of Migtown. And when we say give them nothing, Tim, this is what we're referring to. Give clown world nothing but your applause, your adoration, and your laughs. Just keep laughing at this because, Tim, when something is as masculine as the NFL can be converted into someone saying, yo, man, the NFL is gay now. Football is gay. There are things out there, ladies and gentlemen, that isn't gay. And someone says, well, damn, Drex, what isn't gay? Well, I want you to divert your eyes to a dad disrupting his son's wedding. This is the opposite of gay. What you witness is what? This came from Instagram. What did you witness? You witnessed a man who actually loves his son and does not want his son to be part of the clown world circus, right? Because that's all that we really live in, Tim. You know, you and I have talked about this on the show. It's become a circus, right? The dating world has become a circus, right? The fact that, you know, the whole mask thing, that was a circus. You know, you can't, Tim, when's the last time you looked outside your window and you said to yourself, things are going to be all right. Like you felt good about the future. Like, you know, I'm looking at the future, man, and I see like I'm getting some positive vibes, right? There was no cuck porn, you know. There was none of that. You could really look to the future and know that, man, I have a good feeling about this. No. Instead, you get twerking hoes, Lil Nas X kissing and making out with dudes at BET Awards and shit. And this is celebrated, right? Mm-hmm. This is celebrated. You have ratchetness celebrated. All you can do is just go like this. You know what? This is great. This is great. Tim, Fluffy, you know, June 24th was International Pegging Day, right? We had Becca the Ass Wrecker come on, talk about how she pegs dudes. This is the society we live in. And for someone not to laugh at this, not to just find the humor in this, you can't make this shit up. Tim, we got people in our Discord showing us videos of white couples and bitch-made beta cuck simp manginas who are happy that they, oh my God, I have a black son. I have a black daughter. Are you serious? How can you not just laugh? Guys are literally being cucked and smiling about it on social media, right? All of this is okay. Of course it is. Of course it's okay. Then let it happen. Sit back. I want you guys to really enjoy what you're seeing. Enjoy the collapse. Dude, Tim, something that Nick and I have talked about. At what point do people just kind of sit back and go, you know what, man? Fuck it. Right? Just enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy it for the riotous laughter that it is. We got fat chicks sitting on people, right? Doing butt drops. We got Lizzo out here sending out disgusting pictures where she's going down on dudes or she's doing what? And people don't find this amusing? They don't find that Demi Lovato posted a picture trying to wear something that looked like a damn dashiki, talking about I'm 1% African. Get the fuck out of here. And, you know, the biggest news of today, June 30th, 2021, if there was like just a little bit of hope, Tim, And that's all we really have, right? It's like a little bit. When someone goes, well, damn, what little bit of hope do you have? Tim, something very special happened today. And there's a legendary comedian, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. It's funny because when Me Too first kicked off and all that stuff, we saw some things happen. We saw people really running their mouths, right? And they had a whole lot to say, right? Twitter is blowing up. A lot of social media is blowing up, right?
Yep.
And when we look at what happened, he was released from prison. For those of you guys who didn't know, he's a free man after Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his sex assault conviction. So this is for everybody with Me Too that's been running their mouth. The conviction was overturned because, as you guys know, man, ain't nobody raping these hoes. Every single allegation that anyone has made has been totally false. Other than R. Kelly, he was guilty. That was it. Tim, that is the only sign of hope that makes you go, man. There's an ounce of hope left, right? Is that a dude got convicted with no evidence, and he's now a free man. At least that's my glimmer of hope for you guys out there who want some hope in clown world. But we'll get to these emails. And Tim, what do you have for us?
I've got a story so epic. Actually, you know what? We're gonna convert that story into a thought because it's long. It's 2 voicemails plus a really long email. I'm gonna convert that one into a thought girl summer story.
Damn.
But I've got the story of the cuck who married my cousin.
Ugh.
Oh man. So this is the guy who sent us the note about the highway reconstruction.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So he said he saw it on an ongoing TV series, but didn't actually know it was done. But we know it's being done.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So let's set up the scene here. So his cousin lives in a tiny village, 300, 400 people. Most of them are kids. His cousin's father, the second husband of his aunt, is dead. And then he puts in brackets, my aunt's first husband is also dead.
Oh. Shit.
I'm reading too much into that one. Point number 3, it is almost impossible to physically cheat on another person in these tiny villages because the front door is always open. Oh, I bet it is. And you live with your family, or you live with your husband's family. Drex, I bet the front door is open in those kind of villages.
Mm-hmm. So's the back door.
Light skin is seen as very attractive, especially in a woman. Your family will try their best to not let you go out in the sun so your skin stays light, which means you don't have to work in the fields, go feed animals, you get to do easier jobs. This is all in Egypt, by the way.
I was just about to say, like, damn, what year are we in? Like, oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay, we're in Egypt.
It's a small village in Egypt. But still, so you get a lot of privilege, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that light skin privilege. Every woman in the world just wants to be a white woman. I
agree. And then yet white women try to assimilate with everyone else, right? Like, you ever notice they're always trying to I don't like to use the word cultural appropriation because everyone does that, right? Like, everyone culturally appropriates, but it's like, you ever notice white chicks always look for like social credit by trying to like latch on to someone else? Like, whether it be Black, Latina, Latinx, they try to, but yeah, all these women in the world, Asians, Blacks, whatever, they're always trying to be white chicks. Yeah.
But they try to be white chicks, but what color of men are they going after? Yeah. Right? So, because, someone else sent in a note about the whole interracial dating thing and stuff, but that's another long email. I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, I've set the scene, right? You know what kind of context this is all going down in.
Yep.
All right, so cousin's 18 years old. The legal age you're allowed to marry in Egypt. Really? I didn't know that. So anyway, of course, a ton of suitors. And a few of them sound way out of her league. Future lawyer, future doctor. She should have jumped on one of those. But they didn't have the one thing that she was actually looking for, which was money. She wanted a lot of money.
Imagine that.
But these people want to start their lives with her. she wanted the stuff. She wanted it now, right? Because doctors, you do have to wait for the payout for doctors, right? Once you get resident doctors make shit money, because they're all paying for student loans and stuff like that.
True.
Yeah, no. When you're still a resident, you don't have any money. You have to be in the field for quite a while or start your own practice, but that's also expensive. So, but anyways, so she wanted the money now. She didn't want to marry like a future doctor, right? She wanted the money now. Luckily for her, a relative of her mother's dead first husband was very rich and very interested in her. The guy is as tall as her, so he's short, a little chubby, 30 years old, possibly a criminal. This guy says. So he proposes, and that's when the fuck shit begins.
Oh, of course.
Every time they meet, he has a new, more expensive present for her and the family.
Mm-hmm.
It ranged from fruits to clothes to shoes to a new smartphone and even jewelry. And every time she wasn't satisfied with whatever he brought her, she would say that she wanted to break it off, and he always begged her to stay. While crying in public, in front of her, in front of everybody. Drex, does crying for women ever work?
It does in movies. But in real world, fuck no.
My father tried to talk her out of marrying the guy. His family tried to tell her that this guy ain't shit. Her own mother didn't want her to marry this guy. Every single person laughing at this guy. No one respected him. All of this had the biggest simp climax you've ever heard. They negotiated a 250-gram gold offering for the bribe. About 14,000 US dollars.
Damn.
250-gram gold is a ridiculous amount of money, and any sane man would have walked out when that negotiation started. This is also how little respect they had for him.
Yeah. Yeah, they just want to get rid of you.
Because the price goes down, the better you are, right?
Yep.
If this guy had refused and were to gotten out that her and her family are that greedy, she would have been unmarriageable. But wait. So, I mean, he's got the bargaining power at this point. But wait.
He does.
There's more. 1 week before the wedding, the families go and check out the wedding dress, and she wants the most expensive one.
Surprise.
He doesn't want to pay for that one, so he tries to weasel out of it, and of course, she just says that it's over and she's not marrying. And he starts crying, kneels over. Mom's hysterical, shouting at her, and, Next day, the guy is in the fucking hospital. He says it's because he can't live without her.
Oh, stop.
He doesn't want to eat, doesn't want to drink, he's going to die because he's heartbroken. Also, a note is stuck here saying he didn't watch Star Wars, so he came up with that on his own, which is even worse.
I hope this story ends with this guy 6 feet under on his own accord, but go ahead.
So, anyway, there's intense negotiation going on because, they end up upping the offer to 350 grams of gold. Which is not proper procedure, by the way. I guess that's an Egyptian thing. You can't just change the deal later. So his family gets mad, but he sees a chance and agrees. The marriage happens, and now 3 to 4 years later, she looks like she wants to die. They're trying to get pregnant, but it isn't working. His mother and 2 of his married sisters are living with him full-time while he's providing, and of course they just sit around and do nothing. Yeah, a couple of things here. Like, I met the guy once, wanted to introduce himself to my father, so I shake his hand, and he's got the weakest handshake I've ever felt.
Where do they find these dudes?
Well, apparently he was arrested for dealing. He was dealing historical artifacts, running a scam with police officers. Where he would, sell artifacts, and then the police would, pull over to seller and confiscate them and then give them back to him so he could sell them again. So he's actually doing a long time in jail, and cousin's back with her mom without a chance of getting out. So she can't actually go out there until the husband dies of dies in prison, or I guess gets convicted. I don't know. She probably is getting out, but that's also the thing too. Like in those small villages, there's a chance that if she starts cucking him, that she might actually get like what they call honor killed.
Yep.
So it's possible that she's actually like, I can't divorce this guy until he gets convicted or dies in the prison.
Yeah,
so,
you can. Yeah, it's. I've heard of those. Lots of cultures had those in a bygone era. That's why it was considered justifiable. It was always based on respect, right? If you were disrespected, but respect is no longer a part of the part of the bargain in modern relationships. Not for the man anyway. But damn.
Oh man! So one of our emails. Get ready for a heavy dose of cringe. This is a little long. I'll try to shorten it up a bit. But apparently they're starting to do reader inserts into books. So when fan fiction's being written, they'll the reader, the creator of the fan fiction, will like for some reason feel the need to interject their race into this.
Because that matters.
This seems
right?
like a rabbit hole I want to learn a little bit more about. Shout out. I know who you are. Who sent this into us? Send us some links or something where we can kind of go a little deeper into this because this looks interesting. Yeah, because there's notes here about like MCU and DC Universe characters who were light skinned by default, but they're kind of like getting black. The fanfics is like blackifying them.
Oh, so it'd be like it'll be like a black Tony Stark or a black, like a. Things like that, like they're just trying to take what's already there, and then.
But then they put a note in saying like, "Hey, I'm black, so it's okay to do this."
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh God, yeah, no, send us more info about that because I want to show Drexel some of this. But thanks for the email, appreciate it.
God damn, dude, the indoctrination is real, man.
God,
and they're the real racists.
So long. There's so many long emails. So this guy's a huge fan of the original Life is Strange. So the heading here is E3 Get Woke Go Broke.
Definitely.
You're familiar with Life is Strange, right?
I'm aware of it. Never played it, but I'm aware of the game.
And what I love about the whole solve a mystery with supernatural powers aspect of the first game and how the game rewards you for exploring. He goes into detail about like how the first Life is Strange game was paid a lot of attention to detail. So anyways, he talks about the E3 trailer for Life is Strange True Colors, and he thought it was kind of odd at how it mainly focused on the main powers having main player having supernatural powers and solving the mystery behind the murder of her brother. Let's see. I picked up Life is Strange 2, and in 2 hours I learned why they did that for the True Colors trailer. First off, Life is Strange features Max, Chloe, and Rachel as the main characters. All upper middle class white teenage girls. Wait, Max? I guess. Life is Strange 2 focuses on two brothers of Mexican descent, and that's where we encounter issue 1. The constant bullying of the main characters by white people just because they're Mexican. So apparently this guy goes in 2 hours into the Life is Strange 2 game. The story hasn't gone anywhere. It's just constant just kind of shoving in your face that white people are mean to Mexicans. Oh yeah, that's just he finished the Life is Strange 1 game. Got super hooked into the story. God, they went balls deep woke with Life is Strange 2. And because it wasn't what Life is Strange 1 fans wanted, they had to assure us that True Colors is what we want. Which is another example of go woke, go broke. So it looks like this company actually went on... this company may have actually pulled back on the wokeism a bit on the Life is Strange True Colors game. But anyways, essentially, Life is Strange 1 was a great game. Life is Strange 2 went all like... white is bad. Right, white people are horrible. And then they did a trailer of True Colors, and they focused more on like the character discovering their natural powers and doing like detective and mystery stuff. Because they said, "Oh man, we focused a little too much on this whole social thing, and it burned us. I don't know though. Because remember, trailers are how you kind of want people to see the game. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they actually learned their lesson, or rather they know they made a mistake and they're just going to go double down on it.
Yeah. It's usually one or the other.
Well, let's find out when it releases, I guess. TFM replied.
Oh.
He says he doesn't actually have any crazy sex stories, but he says he'll call in and talk about whatever. But if you're looking for any crazy sex stories, I don't have any. I'm actually pretty boring for someone who owns so many sex toys.
TFM kills me.
Yeah, we'll absolutely get him back in here, because, I mean, why not, right?
Right?
Why not? Yeah, I know. People in the chat are, like, a little shocked at that, and it's like, yeah, me too. I'm a little shocked at that, too. Anyways, Eugene, I keep telling... I'm blue balling this Eugene guy more than you blue ball us about ghetto gaggers. But yeah, we're gonna convert your story into a thought girl summer, because I'm sure there's a lot here to go through. I can't do it in one show. We've already gone on so long, but so that's all I have for the email bag this week. It was a bit slow getting to some of these emails. I apologize. There's also another thought girl submission I gotta take care of as well.
Oh damn!
So we'll do like a thought girl submission, just like we did with don't stick your dick in crazy.
Yep.
Right, where we had like an episode dedicated to just the viewer emails coming in.
Yep.
So we'll cover all these on that show. Rip the Chameleon Crusades. I did say we were going to do a series about that, exposing these chameleons.
There's a lot of them.
Now that we can do like now that Drexel's got a computer that can handle streaming video while also talking to us, I think we can actually that's technologically feasible now, where we can just kind of watch videos of these. Like, we are going to destroy all of your icons. Every political icon that you're like, oh, this guy's based and red pilled, and no, we're gonna expose him and take him down. We got to do Tucker Carlson. We'll do a quick do over of Tommy Lawrence video.
I don't know why people haven't figured this out yet. You know what I'm saying? Of
course, we're gonna do a takedown on Ben Shapiro. Although most of you guys know Ben Shapiro is such a chameleon, but whatever. Look. How could you be Ben Shapiro and have a sister like Abby Shapiro and not just like completely laugh at yourself every day? It's like, yeah, I know what I'm saying. It's complete horse shit. Like, look at my sister.
Yeah. Because the thing, if your sister went the Abby Shapiro route, then that means she should have been disowned, right? By his standards, right?
Yeah.
But since she isn't, here's the thing. I just go by people's standard. Like, if you say your standard is blank, and then I'm looking at your sister like, bruh, okay, well, I mean, is there a standard? I mean, you can't really complain about WAP, and then there's your sister with her jugs out all the time.
Yeah, no, she's a turbo thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I find that very suspicious, at the least.
Maybe that's what will be because the fall miniseries will be the Thought Apocalypse.
Well, that's actually going to coincide with the real Thought Apocalypse as the rent moratorium ends.
Like, basically, that's just going to be a miniseries going on female dating strategies and just watching.
Oh
these
God,
meltdowns.
yeah. Oh, dude.
Like, we got to cover the Bill Cosby meltdowns. We actually got to pull in like a list of tweets. It's a lot of work for me, but like I said, it's something I got to prepare for ahead of time, so I don't know if it's not gonna be something that comes.
The dude was involved, like most people. They were using drugs, Quaaludes mostly, drugs, alcohol, and lots of sex, right? And that's what people were doing back then. It's what people do now: drugs, alcohol, and lots of sex. Women's sexual liberation. And along with birth control, which is really that's the real issue. It's birth control.
Yeah.
When you combine these things,
we can do the Chameleon Crusades takedowns. It's gonna have to wait. I'm just kind of rearranging the show schedule. First of all, we got to accommodate Anime Matsuri, right? That's next week.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing some content around that. I have to fly back home for reasons. So we'll still put out regular episodes of the show, but I think getting all the extra stuff out might just take a backseat for a bit.
Yeah.
Just to get through this BS for the month of July, but you know, and it's summer too. Like, yeah, gotta go out and enjoy yourself. Go on vacation. But, anyways, well, that's all I got, Drex, for the email bag and kind of what's going on with the show. I think. Oh man. Of course, Brawley came in and recorded the first Thought Girl Summer video, which I'll edit and get up.
Oh yeah, fun
Shout out to Brawley. Brawley always bails me out when I need him the most.
Indeed, shout out to Brawley. Here's the thing. It's just like everybody who's in our Discord knows, man. Our Discord's has all kinds of silly shenanigans and stuff, and we talk about fuck shit, funny stuff, video games, everything, you name it. There's just something special about between degeneracy, between a bunch of wanton fuckery, and just, Tim, you ever notice that we just kind of have this thing where it's like, we just have fun laughing at, like, this is where we're at, right? Like when E3 first came out, you know what I'm saying? They released the videos and just, they were, you remember that god awful woke video, right? The panel of wokeness.
No, I did not watch it.
Oh, dude, it was embarrassing. Oh, you do yourself.
We did our own. We did that takedown of that horse face that runs 343 Studios, right?
Yeah, it's absurd.
So, by the way, that's on Migtown Arcade, which you can find on YouTube. We do have a Twitch channel. We haven't done anything with it yet, but we will. We'll get there. Things just keep happening. It pushes the stuff back, but it will come to fruition. I promise you. It's just taking a little longer than I expected. Number one, a certain somebody needs to go find a monitor.
No names.
But that way, yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. You know where to find us. You know how to get to us. You know how to email us. If you don't, Migtown.show/about. You can find all the contact info on there.
Oh, and we'll leave you guys with a parting shot, Tim. You know what we're going to let them know? Be sure to check out, for all you simps out there who are fans of Amaranth, right? Be sure to check out why she got banned with the whole horse thing, because I think that's peak clown world also. You just see the video, right?
No, you keep asking me if I see this stuff. You know how busy I've been in the last month.
Oh man, people send me. So I actually found out about this on Jeremy's The Quartering, right? So Jeremy talked about it. I thought he was trolling. I'm like, no, that's not there's no way that really happened. Sure enough, someone's like, no man, that's really, she really was wearing like a horse. I was like a horse. It was like a horse head, and she's like sucking on a microphone. You can't make this shit up. And fairly scantily clad, but it's just like, ugh. But yeah, enjoy Clown World, everybody, man. Have a sense of humor about it. Have fun. 4th of July is coming. We'll make sure to do a quick little Independence Day video for especially you, those of you in America. But yeah, just enjoy this shit, man. Enjoy this collapse. Enjoy the ride. Have fun.
Are you gonna do a video for Canada Day tomorrow?
Oh, is it Canada Day?
Yeah, Canada Day is July 1st.
Oh, that's when these ratchet single moms get their welfare check. Interesting. Yeah, we can go ahead and do a Canada Day. Well, here's the thing. Because a lot of people be busy on the 4th, we can just do both. Canada Day and the 4th of July.
I was joking, man. You don't have to do a fucking video for Canada Day.
Look, I love all my Canadian people.
Or you can do a takedown of the cuck Justin Trudeau.
He's not worth the words.
Man, dude. I gotta tell you stories they say about his mother. Oh,
I heard she was a turtle thot, right?
Oh man, I would say she slept with every famous man on the eastern seaboard. While her husband is running the country. She's getting ran through. Oh man, they got stories about her. And she's like this fucking Trudeau's blackface.
Yeah,
photo. Look where his hands are. He cut off the bottom part of that picture where he's got like his hand wrapped around her stomach or something.
Oh, imagine that.
supposed to be a teenage girl. I'm pretty sure it's a teenage girl.
It's hard to know. It's too hard to know.
Yeah, there you go. And look at where he's got his hands on her.
Yeah. How come? So I'm assuming Trudeau is just one of those guys that can't be canceled, right? Is that the whole
Yep.
the whole
Yeah,
thing?
because he's the woke feminist.
Yeah. So no matter what he does, they just excuse it, right?
Yep.
Wow. Good for him. Honestly,
Man, I gotta run through a list of the stuff that he's been accused of doing.
He's got dirty laundry. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Honestly, I'm being dead serious though. Good for Trudeau. Like, if you're at a point where you can literally do anything you want and there's no consequence, good for you. I ain't hating on you. Good for you. Good for him. How many?
He's got 2 sons and a daughter.
Oh.
But they're like little kids, right? I think the oldest one is like 11 or 12 or something.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna get anything there.
I don't know. They see what they're doing to these 3-year-olds on.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, Lord of Simpson Cucks just posted Lizzo doing something. At least I think that's fat ass Lizzo in the Smasher Pass, and that is disturbing.
That is very disturbing.
That's very disturbing.
Are you sure they're his? Yeah, I don't even. But anyways, yeah, maybe we'll shoot a video tomorrow for Canada Day if you just want to, shit all over us.
Yeah, I mean, it goes into the weekend. Canada Day, Independence Day in America, 4th of July. I mean, these are gonna be some of the last times that they enjoy something that resembles some kind of freedom. Because it'll be gone soon.
It's so gone. It's
done.
Yeah, that's all we got for you. Hey, see you guys next week. Peace out and stay frosty.
Peace.